Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Geek Blend, and welcome back to our Sunday night Star Trek watch party. We are watching the original series at the moment, and we are watching season 1. I'm joined again by Tim and Greg. Hey, guys, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Looking forward to some more episodes and some more trivia. Well, looking forward to getting my ass kicked to more trivia. Let's put it that way. And Tim would probably agree with that.
You kicked my ass the first time, so.
The first time, that was a fluke. I guarantee it's a fluke. Because you've seen these episodes way more than I have, so I'm sure you're
these two
more knowledge.
Probably no more than twice each. So
okay,
yeah, and it's been a long time. So
yeah, but the trivia is on the last one, so the trivia is going to be
on Return
of the Archons.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass. Yeah,
probably. Yeah, you probably will. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Our first, what was our first one here? A Taste of Armageddon, episode 23 is what they call it from the remastered list. But I'm not sure how it is in production order. I don't care. I like watching the order we're watching it in. So yeah, but
I think once you get past the first couple episodes, it doesn't really make that big of a difference.
Okay,
like it's noticeable in the first half of the first season because the uniforms change from episode to episode and they're kind of working things out. But like, I think this far in, it doesn't. The order doesn't matter near as much.
Okay, good. That's good to hear.
Yeah,
good. Yeah, Subhuman's here. Hey, Subhuman, how you doing? Hope you are getting around safely in your travels.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah, traveling.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I know it's 4 people watching right now. We got a nice little audience here, and we got Daniel is here. Hey, Daniel, I know you said you were off work and you might be able to join us tonight. I'm glad you did.
Awesome.
Yep, and the link is already in the chat for the Amazon Watch Party. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can just click that link and take you right there to watch it. And I'm glad Amazon is doing this feature. It's pretty cool. Okay, cool. Thanks for joining us, Subhuman. I appreciate that. It's always good to have you here, buddy. Always good to have you here.
Yeah.
Had a pretty good stream last night, I would say. The Rage of Geek Jedi show. We had a good time on that one.
Oh yeah.
Didn't talk about candy corn that time, but we did. Yeah, but yeah, it was a fun show. So definitely go check out the rewatch.
Well, I'm glad you got to talk about some horror too. And have someone to actually talk about it with. So
it's fun. I kept wanting to like move the conversation away from it. And then because I had seen Rhino,
it's good.
Like,
it's your show.
Like this on his phone, like not even. What I mean, Greg. You saw him too. Didn't you?
Yeah.
So I was trying to bring it back, and then the fact that you guys were
it's all good.
I was cool with that. But,
I even though I'm not into it, I enjoy seeing people talk about stuff they like together. So I just muted and watched. It was good to watch. So
whenever you guys after an episode you start talking about things in the Star Trek continuity, I like listening to you guys talk about
exactly.
To me it's like, oh my god, I'm starting to be part of this, you know what I mean? It's I love it. Hey, how's it going? Go ahead.
I can tell you from
right, Daniel? Sorry.
Yeah, he better play trivia.
Yeah, he better.
But listening to Tom on Christie's movie stream and with you, I've learned so much about Freddie that I could probably hold a conversation with someone now just based on listening to Tom. So, and from you on Michael. So, Michael Myers.
Yeah, it's
Freddie's the dude with the glove, right?
Shut up, you know that. You grew up in the same time I did. You know who Freddie is. So don't even talk about that.
I know who Freddie is. I just never got into those movies at all.
I know.
Like I like a good thriller. I don't like the slasher movies very much.
It's funny that you say that because my wife is a big fan of psychological thrillers and stuff. So I'm like, okay, great. Let's watch The Thing. John Carpenter's 1982 classic, The Thing. It's very psychological, like who's the thing, who did it, who is it now? She hated it.
It's a little gory in parts.
It is, weird, but the fact that I even told her while we're watching it, I'm like, these effects are still hold up to this day because you watch some of the bigger budget horrors come out last 5 to 10 years and they use CGI effects and it usually looks like shit. And I'm getting off on a tangent again. So, but yeah. Yes, Thing is a great movie. I love it. I love it so much. And I know people who don't even like horror films that love that movie because Kurt Russell, it's probably my favorite performance he's ever had or ever done. I love Kurt Russell in general. So does Carpenter, of course, because we continually get Carpenter Kurt Russell in Carpenter films like Escape from LA, Escape from New York, and then we get Big Trouble in Little China. So he's also a big fan of
hey man, nothing beats Tango and Cash, man.
Oh, dude, Tango and Cash. Kurt Russell has a fantastic library of movies, doesn't he? He really does.
Yeah.
Quite a variety. I mean,
Yeah.
Overboard.
Overboard, the original Overboard, not the remake. Yes.
Goldie Hawn's nice ass, and
yeah. They're still married to this day, aren't they?
Yep.
Yes, they are.
Longest sure Hollywood married.
They don't live in Hollywood. I think that's the key. If you're like a Hollywood star, is like get a ranch out in like Wyoming and shit, and spend as much time there out of Hollywood, and like you might have a chance.
Where's Kanye's ranch at? Is that in Wyoming as well? I think
it's Middle Earth. Remember, because she's a hobbit.
Yeah.
South Park reference. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere there.
I think it is in Wyoming. So
I think it's close. Yeah, I think so too. It's funny too because over the years, like people in Hollywood are all involved with the media and the press. You don't see much of Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn getting out there and talking about stuff. They very much keep them themselves.
That's a good thing.
What's kept them together over the years, and it's nice to see that. It really is. Goldie Hawn. Speaking of Goldie Hawn, man, Bird on the Wire. I had to mention that one. I love that movie.
My mother used to like that movie.
Such a good movie. But again, we're getting off on a tangent here, so we probably should get into some Star Trek this week. But I'm ready to watch this episode. I don't remember what it says. But yeah, Taste of Armageddon, episode 23, season 1. Again, guys, the link is in the chat for the Amazon Watch Party if you want to join. And Greg, Tim, are you ready?
Yeah, it's basically what happens if you need to have a war, but neither side wants to pay for the war. That's basically, and they don't have the money to fight the war. So
really,
yeah, can't wait.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And then, of course, after the episode, we'll be playing trivia from the last watch party this past Tuesday. So I'll be looking forward to that as well. I think I would do better on trivia on Tuesday. From Sunday to Tuesday is a shorter time than Tuesday to Sunday. So, but we'll see. But all right, we are ready to go. Let's do it.
Do it.
All righty, I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great shot of the ship. No kidding, subhuman.
This reminds me of the guy from the shuttle episode coming in and wanting.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah. Is that like ambassador garb he has on?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like civilian garb.
Okay.
Dick.
Yeah, for real.
Kill him. Kill him. Kill him right now. Kill him.
Credits roll. Just kill him.
Dun dun dun.
Jeez. I need to make us a nice Star Trek intro for our watch party here.
Yeah.
I can work on one too if you want.
Yeah, cool. That
I
works.
actually enjoy that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That'd be great.
See, now if I were Kirk, I'd be like, you know what? We're going to put a password on the fucking turbo lift to the bridge.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep these assholes off my fucking bridge.
Yeah.
Getting tired of these.
We need to come up with a count of how many guys there are like
assholes
that.
come on the
That's
bridge?
2
Yeah.
so far. So
Yeah, no,
Assholes
this one
on
is
bridge,
kind
count
of
number 2.
a fair Star Trek trope because it
Yeah,
does kind of proceed from this movie. And then it's kind of funny. In the motion picture, Kirk kind of assumes the role of the asshole on the bridge.
Really?
On Decker's ship.
Interesting.
shield wall.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great comment.
Yeah.
I'm literally trying to burn MER7 in my brain now because I know it's going to be a fucking question next time.
You need to know the star cluster, the order. Yeah, there's a lot of trivia in this first little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oop, be a trivia. USS Valiant.
Yep.
We can't say you didn't tell us.
Put him in his fucking place. Yes.
I'd beam his ass into the middle of traffic.
Go play in traffic, dude.
Mm-hmm. Oops, we misjudged where the ground was. We beamed you 300 meters up in the air.
Second officer.
Now I can deal with Scotty.
Oh, look at that painting.
Yeah.
Looks good though.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure that's a remaster.
Most likely, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
It was.
But I don't. Okay.
See the
It looks
movement?
Yeah. Look at those outfits.
Spock's like, damn it, why am I in the water? There's a
Yeah.
fountain here. Oh, shield wall. Damn, that hot crewman is going to die. Crew woman. Red shirt.
Mhm.
I guess.
Please come down generic corridor 4. That's a lot more.
Jeez.
There's no explosions. What's
What?
going on?
Big game of Battleship.
What in the world?
Yeah.
Kurt's like, are you all going insane here?
Yeah. Like, oh yes, I remember. So bizarre.
Uh-oh.
What? Alrighty. Because they're told to walk into the disintegration machine.
They obviously don't know Kirk very well. Like, I don't think he would save himself by killing his entire crew.
Correct. Excuse me.
There are those common doors we see on almost every species planet.
Mm-hmm. It's a universal thing.
Yeah.
I agree, Shield Ball.
Yeah. She's too hot to go in the disintegrator.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the problem is in a virtual war where you do it like this, you don't have the property damage and things like that would force you to the negotiating table to end the war.
Yeah, it's perpetual.
Yep, that's right. Yeah.
There it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you'd think that would have been something to give her a...
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's what... There you go, Uhura should be able to tell. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
They do stuff with her like that later, though, in the series.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And the movies.
Yeah, she gets a lot more to do in the movies, doesn't she?
Yeah, she gets to do a fan dance.
No, there's more than that. Come on.
Yeah.
Was that a body double, by the way?
I don't know. I'd like to think it was her that did it.
See, so tactile contact is not necessarily needed for mind melds.
But it has to be in like the vicinity.
Yeah, because
not from across the fucking universe.
He actually,
right
in a later episode, I'm not really giving anything away.
I remember that, Greg.
He felt the sudden crying out of millions of lives as they were suddenly silenced when all Vulcan ship got destroyed. So. Love that ray gun.
Me too.
They make a really awesome sound too.
I don't remember the sound.
It's like a woo.
Can you spell that so I can put it in the trivia?
I actually dig the outfits of these people. It's funny.
I do too.
It's almost
actually.
like okay, you're a lower member of society. Wear this so you can look like an idiot. You know
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like a jester.
Mm-hmm.
She don't.
Seems very inefficient one at a time when you got to do like millions of people for an attack.
I was going to say that too. Yeah.
Works like a microphone. Works like a microwave. Just throw some tinfoil in there.
Yeah. Side boob.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the best.
That was funny.
That was great.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Right, Shieldall. Yeah. Because it only counts if they go in the machines? I don't know.
Yeah, they want. Yeah, you're right. If they want to kill them, just shoot to kill anyway. That's right, Showall.
Oh, fuck.
Here he is.
Hey, I'm an asshole.
Kill him. He died in the fake attack, so put him in the little chamber.
There you go.
Kill him.
Who made you boss, you bitch?
Yeah, piece of crap.
Amen to that, Scotty. Amen to
Damn
that.
right. Damn right.
Genesis.
Genesis is planet forbidden, no.
Yep, he's a politician.
Yeah.
Neville Chamberlain.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, Rhino.
Hey, Rhino, what's up?
Rhino.
Forward to killing you. Garbage.
We will have peace in our time.
Nope.
Kill him.
Can't disagree with that.
I can't either. Penal. Do it.
I'd love to have it there.
Yeah, fucking do it. Yeah.
If you make it back, asshole.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's a long trip and accidents happen. The Haggis is in the fighter for sure.
I love that. I love it.
But nice move, Scotty. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Just shoot him.
At least pistol whip the best.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pour it out, hit him with the bottle. Happy Gilmore. You first, asshole.
Oh, arm wringer takeover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Damn, pistol whip. Ouch.
DQ.
Yeah, it didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Mm-mm.
This planet has some of the ugliest fucking art, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Something in Portland or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Ha ha. I don't. Do it fast. But make it slow. Can you break all his bones first? yeah, shield wall. Ruh-roh. I like it, Poppin' J.
Poppin' J.
Can I watch?
Here's an episode idea for you, Axel Brown.
Yeah, there you go.
No kidding.
Yes. Put him in there. Do it quicker. Don't let him talk. Damn it. You pompous little bastard.
I wouldn't doubt him turning on them again, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Little fucker.
True. Good. Good.
All deserved, all earned.
Yeah, all of them.
Can you make this arrangement with Bajor? Yeah, we just saved the best part of war, the killing people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I like his kind of calm under pressure attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Give up 400 people or we'll kill 8.
I know. Yep.
Nice. Do it anyway. I like closed caption. It says oscillating noise.
Best sound effect ever.
What? Yeah, something like that. Whoops.
Nice trip move.
See you next fall. Start firing.
Oh shit.
Yes. Second
Yeah.
destroy.
They're going to destroy the Whopper.
Yeah. Almost looks like it, too. I guess he decided not to talk that one to death.
Yeah. This way is much more efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Closed caption. Explosion stop.
Yep.
He violated the Prime Directive.
Did it.
Sorry.
Execute 24. while he's still on the planet.
Just do it anyway. Yeah. Not very orderly. Yep.
Oh, it's everything. I love that response.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So
And that was good. I like. Yeah, that was
obviously, when this came out, 20 years into the Cold War, so I think people were getting tired of, nothing happening, but there's this tension. So it's like, either fight it out or talk it out. So
Um,
I think that's
there was
definitely
that.
the message.
There's a little bit of that, I think. I don't know if people wanted to just fight and get it over with. I mean, think about it. It's not that far removed from, you're talking 20 years only after World War II.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people still have a pretty good memory of how shitty that was.
Well, but there were already proxy wars going on, like the Cuban Missile Crisis, and
that's true.
And later in the 80s, Grenada, and just all kinds of stuff all over the world. Afghanistan, that was a war with Russia. I mean, that's all it was a proxy war. But I think that was definitely the message here. It's like you're fighting each other, but you're not. You're using other pawns in it. So not that I necessarily agree with that, but I think that's kind of what they were going for here.
A little bit. I'll agree, though. It might have been a message about proxy wars. And that, it's, you can fight a war without having it affect either any of your cities. It's, easier to do.
Mm-hmm. And plus, it's the effect on other people because they're stepping into the disintegration chamber without any say in it. So,
right. I just that part's fascinating because I can't picture people voluntarily just be like, oh, okay, I'll just go die now. Like,
yeah.
I'd be like, even if I lived on that planet, I'd be like, fuck no.
Yeah.
Like, what's the worst that can happen if you say no? They're gonna kill you twice?
Mm-hmm. Torture you? I don't know.
Yeah. I'd be like, well, okay, like, if I go this direction, it's certain death. So any other direction has to be, at the very least, on par.
Yeah.
So, I just, like, the idea that people would actually do that is...
Yeah.
I guess, but then there's that, like, that Next Generation episode with the guy who's, like, that Loxana Troy falls in love with. And
half a life? Yeah.
Yeah, where they basically, once they reach a certain age, it's like, time to
60
die.
years old. Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's just the way it works.
Timison was the guy's name, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. My mom enjoyed that episode.
I actually liked that episode, too, because it was like, geez. What a custom, and the fact that, like, how that episode ends and everything is like, okay.
Yeah.
Definitely could see. I mean, that's again, that would be an example of a good episode where you presented both sides.
Yeah. Yeah, they did very well, actually. Yeah.
And even this one, like, I like the idea that the Federation has a general order to basically, like, lay waste to a planet.
Yeah. That's badass.
Like, that's actually a thing. Like, yeah, general order. Like, what's 23? I guess. Like, if that one's 24, like,
Oh, my encyclopedia is in the other room, but but it's pretty funny because you wonder, did they come up with that general order after they had to do it, or did they come up with it in anticipation of needing to do it? Either way, it's pretty ominous,
Or just threatening to have to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it could actually just be something that, he has... Like, it's a code that's set up for the crew of the Enterprise that they can talk in terms of, like,
right.
Okay, we're gonna bluff that we're gonna destroy the whole planet.
Yeah.
Because Kirk's like go-to move is to bluff.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
You're talking about, you wouldn't be the one to just walk into the disintegrator, but over 500 years, I'm sure it's like kind of part of their culture now, where they just that's what they're supposed to do, so they just do it. Wouldn't you think?
No culture.
I'm sure they don't want to die still, but yeah.
See, for me, like, I can't I can't put myself in that place because traditions and everything aside, like nothing could want me to to walk in and die. That wouldn't be my nature. I couldn't accept any custom like that. I would reject it. I mean, maybe if I was raised in that culture, it'd be a little bit different.
That's different.
I'd like to think that like if you value yourself in your own life, you couldn't accept that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like that Next Generation episode that we returned, when we get to it, like it really kind of addresses that in a much deeper way than this particular episode did. But
yes,
because that wasn't really the message of the episode. The message was more like what Tim was saying, that or what I said earlier in the episode. Like Kirk was right. Like you guys have been doing this. Like the horrors of war are one of the things that cause us to get to the negotiating table. Like
correct
in the first place. Like we're gonna find
without
a way
that. There's no negotiations.
Because, like the results is so horrifying for both sides that they're not willing to accept that. They'll take something. They'll give something in order to avoid it. I mean that's the whole point of a military and everything is to kind of force that when necessary.
Yeah. Yep. True.
I mean, if you're always negotiating from a point of weakness, you're never going to get anything at the negotiating table. Yeah,
if there are no horrors of war to make you submit into negotiations, then you're never going to submit to negotiations. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're already comfortable with just hey, you lost the lottery on the computer, the random number generator just kind of screwed you over today. Go over there and die now.
Like, all right, shucks, I gotta go die. Yeah.
I'd be like trying to hack the Whopper.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Like, get my name out of this system completely, so I don't even pop up
get
when the name's
geographical region. Get whatever it takes. Like wherever I am.
I know.
A hit can't be registered here, so
Correct. Yeah. They can't sink your battleship. No. That's right.
Yeah, it is basically they were playing.
It is.
No, I would hack it. Battleship. And then I'd start selling codes to have a little protection bubble around you and then get rich.
Tim the gangster running the protection
yes. That's what I would do. Hell yeah.
$500 to get on this shit. Yeah.
Godfather meets Star Trek.
Exactly.
That'd be like
trivia
Mud kind of move.
Yeah. Trivia.
You guys got the link?
Not yet. I just popped on the screen so people don't know that's coming.
Is Daniel still here?
I wonder.
Daniel.
I can't believe
Daniel-san.
that Jedi Luki and Mega Jetty were still going today off and on for a bit.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
For a little bit, yeah.
That's awesome. We got a rivalry.
I love that we have. I was thinking the same thing too. I was there. Yeah, exactly. Shieldwall. 1 mil for God mode. There you go.
I can't wait to. I can't wait to talk to Mara again because do prequel. Okay, here's prequel.
True. Yeah.
Your nerd credits on the line.
No, but that Naberi one was great because even the figure had it on there. That's
how
I
remember that.
That's how I remember.
I still have boxes and boxes of episode 1 figures, and I don't remember that.
That's the only way I remember it is because, I went to the store and saw all that stuff on the shelves and the pegs. And
well, that's how I remember the Anakin was 9 thing was because of that Weird Al Yankovic song. He's just 9 and she's 14 or whatever. He's probably going to marry her someday. That line from the Weird Al song.
I remember because I watched The Phantom Menace a few weeks ago or months ago, and the documentary talks about it when they were casting.
They don't actually say in the movie that he's 9 years old, do they?
I'm not sure. I didn't.
Oh, yeah, they do.
I didn't rewatch it to analyze to see if it was there or not.
Oh, by the way,
Blake,
while we're waiting here, so speaking of Liam Neeson, that book that we reviewed in the EU Book Club, there's a Jedi character, and they almost word for word use Liam Neeson's line from Taken, because he has a sister that's like an agricultural Jedi, and someone had taken her, and he says something like, "I don't know who you are, but I'm going to track you down and find you, and I'm going to kill you," or something like that. It's like,
did he say he had a particular set of skills?
A particular set of skills, yeah.
Look, I'm going to find this and I'm going to read it. What was this guy's name?
Hey, Greg, Blake said, right, Raging Rhino needs to forfeit his channel and his Star Wars Legos after his performances.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, he was ranked, what, 15th? 14th? Somewhere.
Yeah.
Here, this is lifted, guys.
Yeah.
Let me get close to the mic here. From the novel, word for word. Listen to me. I don't know who you are, but I am in possession of a very special set of skills. If you bring my sister back right now, unharmed, then I'll let you go. But if you don't, I promise you, I will track you down. I will find you, and I will make you pay. Can you believe that?
That's literally from Taken. That's from Taken.
That's
Blatant.
fucking awesome.
Blatant.
It is. Very
But the
blatant.
book sucked.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. I mean,
See,
it
that
was just
sucks
like,
to hear that.
okay,
It sucks to hear that.
I didn't like it. It's like, okay, let's have a zombie horror Sith thing and set it in Star Wars. And it was only 250 pages long. Had so many characters they couldn't focus on. Anyway, it's a tangent. Sorry, guys, but I didn't like it. Ryan gave it like a 2.5 out of 10.
Are you serious? Oh my god!
I gave it a 5 out of 10 because it was well written. You know, the guy didn't do a poor job of writing it, but you could just tell he didn't know Star Wars, and it just wasn't that good.
So it's funny. I just found I saw a tweet from Super Good Pixel. Well, he replied to it. Somebody tweeted out, "Do you prefer the original TOS effects or the newer ones?"
Original for me. I'm just a purist.
109 votes. It's 78% newer effects, 22% 60s effects.
Wait, say that again. Say that again.
So it's 109 votes. 78% of people have voted for the newer effects. 22% of people have voted for the 60s effects.
I know Anna prefers
doesn't
the
surprise me.
original.
No, it doesn't. No. And the thing is, people who have grown up with it and seen it before with the newer effects probably prefer the older effects because it's how they watched it originally and that's how they feel about that, in general. So
see, I can't definitively say one way or the other because in some places it's well used, in other places it's not. So like it really depends on shot for shot.
Yeah.
So for me,
yes. Does that mean Blake said? Blake said. Does that mean taking Liam Neeson is actually Qui-Gon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, hey, what's up, baby Megatron? Yeah, Autobots are asshole. That's correct, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, we got baby Megatron in here for the trivia. That's all.
Awesome. Love it. Let me get my trivia.
I just tweeted out that we're about to start the trivia, so
awesome.
I'm giving like another minute.
Did you tag Anna this time?
No, I should.
You should have, yeah. See, she'll come on and do some trivia with us. Maybe when
I DM'd her last time, but
oh, you did? Okay. Rojo Trace was the name of it.
Rojo Trace was the name of the character.
Okay.
Yeah,
Rojo Trace.
He died. He got cut right in half. So by a sword. He got cut in half by a sword.
A Jedi got killed by a regular sword, like a vibroblade?
Sith sword.
Sith sword. Okay. Now, what timeline was this book?
3,600 years before A New Hope.
Got it.
3645, I think, to be precise. So, but it's not connected to anything else at all. Like this Jedi guy wasn't like reporting into the council. He was just doing his own thing, and it was just really weird. It was like, let's come up with a contrived reason to have zombies. So, and plus, to Ryan's point, like, you're at a Sith Academy. It seems like they would make short work of a bunch of zombies.
That's what I was thinking the same thing too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just meh.
Well, isn't there like an actual Death Troopers book?
Yeah, it's the same disease that somehow gets unleashed back in the like Han and Chewie time. So look at that dog.
The other ones, I don't know where the other one is. My brother's dog has been here for almost a week now. They really get along well. It's been nice. It's been nice. Nice.
My dog gets along with other dogs because she doesn't care about them. She just ignores them completely. 100%. She just doesn't care. He's very docile. So if another dog comes in that's very aggressive, he'll just let him do whatever because he's not mean. He doesn't care. He's a lab. So
yeah.
That's the way labs are.
Tim, I just grabbed this out of the fridge, by the way, on the way back here.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your last one?
I got a couple more, I think, actually. Yeah. This was the one we didn't review. We reviewed the one that actually looked like Kool-Aid.
Oh, that's not the same one.
No, because this don't look like Kool-Aid.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Look like Romulan ale. Yeah.
Yeah. What they say in Lower Decks, was it Romulan whiskey? The first episode?
Yeah, I think,
Dumbass.
something like that. Yeah.
How the fuck you get that wrong? Even I fucking knew that.
I don't know. I don't think they were trying necessarily to copy it, but because I mean, some of the reference stuff that they do is pretty deep cut. So like,
but they get that wrong.
Got to be somebody on the writing team. Yeah,
they get like the names of things correct, but they just don't get like the meaning behind it or like the context correct, which is the problem with the references. Or they're just naming them, like it would be like, hey, I'm gonna do a Star Wars fan film, and then my character's just suddenly gonna look at the camera and go, pod races.
That's Jesus.
Like or I'll have two of the characters will suddenly be talking about the pod races for some reason. Be like, hey, remember the Boon to Eve Classic on back in such and such year? You just be like, why are they referencing that? Like,
I know.
Just to do it.
This thing goes as fast as those pod races back from the Boon to Eve Classic. Yeah, exactly. It'd be something like that. Yeah.
It's
like,
just meaningless. Mm-hmm. It has nothing really to do with what's going on in the episode. It's just dropping a reference to drop a reference, which, like, if you do that like once or twice, people would be like, okay, I get it. But like, when they just hit you with a barrage of them, it just loses it all.
Yeah,
it's just like, wow, that's every one of your jokes, quote unquote, in your episode have to do with references. That's it.
Those aren't jokes. Those are just statements. It's basically like the Big Bang Theory. Then.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it very much like that.
So. Daniel, it doesn't matter. Neither has Baby Megatron. He's still playing.
I don't know if he's referring to these episodes or the.
Lower Decks.
Well, you should still be able to get. Yeah, you should. These two trivia, you should. If you've seen the episode ever, like you'll be able to get a fair amount of them right. There's some of them you probably won't, but I am ready to start when you guys are.
Yeah, I just dropped a link for everyone after we're done tonight. There's a skit that Liam Neeson did on a show called Life's Too Short that was about a Warwick Davis, basically, and it's a freaking hilarious skit. So when you're done, watch it.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to start the countdown here.
Let's do it.
I'm trying to play trivia, dog.
No using the dog as an excuse for getting your ass kicked in trivia.
You're fine. Go get Gus. Why don't you go find Gus? Go find Gus. Go get him. Go get Gus. He's like, I don't even like him. Yeah.
All right, question number 1. Who was with Sulu in the scouting party on the planet? This is the very beginning of the episode.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
They say his name actually quite often in the episode.
I hope I got it right. I don't think I did, but we'll see.
All those names are real one. So
Quit it.
Yep.
Quit it.
Ooh, we got very mixed answers. Only 3 players. Come on.
Damn.
It is O'Neill.
yes,
So we'll be able to tell who got it.
but all those
Tim
are real
takes the
names.
lead.
So all the,
Yep.
I mean, they're all officers. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't throw any kind of jokey ones in there. You'll see some joke in some of the things. What is the name of the planet they visit in this episode? Name of the planet.
These damn beta planets.
The twin system is called the soy system.
yeah, beta bitch.
Beta bitch system.
This beta is beta 3.
The moon is, damn it.
So
Nobody
the moon
got it
is
right.
on that one. The quiz author wins question number 2.
All right.
Over. We got a pair of negative 400s in here.
Yep.
Ouch. How long ago did the USS Archon go missing? Whoa, a whole planet of betas.
Hey, I got a question. Like, if I take longer to answer and I get it wrong, do I lose fewer or more points?
No, it's just minus 200 for a wrong answer.
Okay.
It's just a flat minus 200.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got 2 people with the correct answer. It was 100 years.
And the only reason I know that is from
long
like
time ago.
reading the encyclopedia over and
Hey,
over
Senate.
again.
Oh, Geek Plan. Minus 600.
Okay.
What do they call the time the festival begins?
6 o'clock.
That is actually the 6 o'clock is the actual time the festival does start.
Mm-hmm. Purge time.
Hopefully
I
this
call it
isn't
happy
like
hour.
hopefully this isn't like one of those retard easy questions.
It is one of those retarded easy questions.
Because I picked something else, I think. So
Everybody guessed.
Yeah, we all got it
the
right.
red hour, and that is correct.
oh good. It's not festival hour.
That's correct.
No, it's not
It's
festival
the
hour.
every 42 years parade.
Yeah. Wrong franchise. Little editorial comment in the phrasing of this question. Who is the sniveling weasel who tattles on the landing party and brings the lawgivers to the hotel? These are all
don't
people
know.
that are actually in the episode. So
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
no made up names.
Hmm.
And I win again.
Oh, okay.
Take 'em, or whatever. Minus 200 for everybody. What is which member of the crew keeps trying to simp for Tula?
Another
Who's the
guess
simp?
here.
This is a random guess for me. I can't remember the names.
Not it. I'll give you that. One person got it
Ooh,
correct.
spread up.
It's Lindstrom. Ooh. S-Dragons makes a substantial leap.
Yep.
At the hotel, who does the lawgivers kill? Depends on which one has the smallest dick. I don't recall them measuring in this episode, but
Deleted
It's probably like a deleted scene Senate.
yes. Everybody thinks it's the sniveling weasel. And they're wrong.
Damn it.
Tamar.
Wrong.
In what order are the landing party taken to the absorption chamber? Can't talk today. So what order are the landing party taken to the absorption chamber?
Jeez. I think I got it.
Maybe. I know who the first one is, and I just had to whittle it down to the second and the third. We commented on his
Senate.
thought that said abortion chamber for a second.
No. Two people got it correct.
Yes.
It is McCoy, Kirk, and then Spock.
I got it right.
Oh, flirting in positive territory again. Good job. 2 questions to go in this round. What is the name of the third member of Rieger's triad who helps the Enterprise crew?
Oh,
I think I know this.
He's the guy in the absorption chamber too. Damn it!
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit! Random guess, but I narrowed it down. Sure as fuck ain't C.
Yes, it's not Landry. And it's not Tula.
Correct. I might have gotten it right. I hope so.
We shall see. 2 people did.
Yes. I got it right.
Is E.
Nice. I remember that one.
Oh, over 1,000.
Look at me go.
Woo-hoo.
You're halfway to me.
Last question. How is Landry destroyed?
Oh, come on.
How is he destroyed?
He's gonna just wait how he words this shit. Just wait.
Yep. It's B. It's answer B.
See, I told you he's
Ooh,
gonna word it
everybody's quiet.
Told you.
See if anybody actually picked. Nobody picked B. And nobody picked correct.
Well, it depends how you define equation.
Correct.
It was not given an equation.
It depends, not a mathematical
how you define equation. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I almost picked A, but then it seemed like too easy.
Either way.
Didn't affect the overall rankings because y'all missed it.
Yeah.
So winner
Good job,
of
Tim.
round 1
Thank you.
is Tim Open Airlock Policy with 1,905 out of a possible
Good job, Tim.
10,000. S-Dragons closely behind at 1,357. And Geek Blend finally getting a respectable positive number for the round. 838.
God. Oh my God.
Oh, man. Spacey.
The next round, Spacey.
Yeah.
Dang it. Excellent. Remove the next round. Now I got to add it. Which one?
I'm gonna space my seed. Abortion chamber.
I know. Love it. Damn it. You know what I just realized?
What?
I never reviewed the Three Jokers #2 on my channel. I did number 1, and last week number 2 came out. I actually read it twice, and I haven't reviewed it yet. So you can do that. Look at that! Look at the picture of Ricardo Montalban in the fucking thumbnail.
Showing off his glorious pecs.
He really is. Yeah.
My chest is spectacular.
Oh
Yes.
God!
Just like rich Corinthian leather. One time he was on Letterman and he said, "What does rich Corinthian leather mean?" And Montalban said, "I asked the same question and they told me it means nothing."
I love Ricardo Montalban. He's really great. He was a great personality, great actor.
I loved him in the Naked Gun movie too.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
All right, so we're on to space scene. Question number 1. What is the class of ship that the Enterprise encounters?
Ooh, this is a tough one.
T-16.
Class of ship.
Oh, you fucker. I think I know it.
Right? So they used to be bullseye womp rats back home.
And this one is particularly tough because when you have to choose between the two DYs, one of them shows up in TNG. So
really?
Yeah, the DY 500.
Okay.
Yeah, 500 shows up in TNG. So
okay,
it is the 100. Correct answer. Kirk speculates it also that it's the 500, and then Spock is like, no, it's the 100.
Send it to the SS nerd.
I really like that TNG episode. Remember the cowboy guy?
Oh God, send it.
Let's watch some boob tube.
yes.
And Data's like, what is that? Sorry, go.
Oops,
you're good.
Bad grammar. How many years was the crew of the SS Botany Bay asleep for? So how long were they taking a nap?
Okay.
Approximately.
According to what they said in the dialogue, or?
Yeah.
Okay. I clicked on it, but it was wrong, even in the dialogue.
SS Botany Bay.
Botany
yeah, they say this number like a couple times. Like at first when Kirk wakes up, or when Colin first wakes up.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the dialogue's 200, but it's really 250.
Yeah.
Okay. Really?
Mm-hmm. Because 1990s. Well, this show
if you go
takes
from
place
1990s to
Okay. Yeah,
2265. Yeah.
in the Senate 300 because I like that film. That's an interesting way to choose. Everybody gets the answer correct.
You mean a bunch of Greeks? You like that? Really?
How many sleeper units malfunction on the Botany Bay?
Ooh. Son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm, that's a rough one.
I think it's funny because he put a number in there. Never mind.
That's specifically mentioned. Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Enjoy Twitter. Yes. I win.
Yep.
It was
Good job.
12. 72 functioning.
Correct.
12
and I forgot
malfunctioning.
how many the total were.
30 of them were women, as Scotty pointed out in the episode.
I know he pointed that out. I was expecting Bones to point that out, but he pointed it out instead.
Yeah. Well, you know, Scotty is a horn dog too. You'll see later.
Okay, good.
What is Lieutenant McGiver's first name?
I know this.
God. Oh, that's great. It's a great question.
It's mentioned several times.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. It sure as fuck ain't A.
Leave
not-
or
It's
stay.
not,
But
not
do so
Carrie.
because it is what you wish.
Whoosh. Exactly. God, that's a
Yeah.
great episode. Holy hell. Really great episode.
So what Tom said about a show, do you think it's like what I talked about the other night where it's showing him come to power and all that in the 90s? Or
Well, if it's based on the, I think if it's based on what's his name treatment, it would be him on City Alpha 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
City
one of the
Alpha.
books is that too. It's called To Reign in Hell. So
So it's going to be him, not his rise to power, but his rise to power on the planet they drop him off on.
And it is not Marcy Darcy, so
God.
Marla.
Marcy Darcy.
That was a Married with Children reference, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Great fucking show.
Where is Starbase 12 located? Gotta really be paying attention to the dialogue to get this one. Where is Starbase 12 located?
The Galaxy.
All these are actually systems true, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I thought.
It's located in the Mutara system.
Yeah, it would be real ironic if B was the answer, but it is.
Yeah, it would.
Let's see. It's Gamma 400.
God, why was
That
that
was-
my
that was
brain
tough.
wanted to pick that for some reason?
That
I had
was
to pick
really tough.
Rigel. Yeah.
That might have been in the opening captain's log, and that's it.
Nope, it's in the trial, I believe.
Okay. Okay.
No. I forget now where exactly it is, but it is specific.
Probably in the trial.
No, it's Kirk and Khan are having a conversation, and he's like, where are we headed to? And then he says, we're going to Starbase 12. It's in the Gamma 400 system. Does that make a difference to you? Like how the dialogue goes.
Okay. So it's
Okay.
basically when Kirk comes to talk to Khan when he's being, watched and locked in his quarters.
Nope, in sick bay for that.
Sick bay. Okay. Okay.
When he first comes back down to sick bay after he kind
Got
of
it.
comes to.
Got it.
Finish this quote from Spock. Superior ability breeds superior blank.
I know it.
I think I got this one.
I'm laughing at the superior intellect.
I love that moment. Full power now.
No, sir, we
No,
can't.
sir, you have
Full
Damn
power. Damn
Damn
you.
you. Wrath of God.
Gosh.
Wrath of God.
Hey,
Everybody
look
got it. It was ambition. Overall leaderboard. Open airlock policy with the commanding lead. Geekblend moving into second. Lieutenant McSlutty, or MacGyver's,
Oh,
has a thing
you.
for brutal, murderous men in Earth's past. Which one of these did she not have a
Come
painting of
on.
in her quarters?
You turd. Ah.
Come on.
But it would make sense.
It kind of would.
See where people voted. 2 correct, 1 wrong. It
I got the
is
wrong-
Henry VIII.
I could see her being his like 11th wife or something.
Who does Khan order into the decompression chamber after?
Okay.
I think I got it.
Rhino, as usual, you are incorrect.
Hey, Rhino.
It is not Luke Skywalker. Ooh, very split on this one. The correct answer is Spock was next.
Okay.
Spock.
Well, maybe Spock chose to be Luke Skywalker. So
Hey, that's
there you go.
from a certain point of view, it is
It
right.
is logical.
Yes, Reagan's moves back into second place. 2 questions left.
All right.
Khan claims to have how many times Kirk's strength?
Golly. I think I know it. Yes, I think I know it.
Shit, there's 2 numbers popping out of me. Okay. 2 numbers popped out. I had to pick the one I thought.
You can't beat me. I have time. Just what was that?
What's he typing there?
I don't know. It required approval though. Like, is that code swearing in code or something?
I'm guessing it's code swear.
It is
By dying your
5
strength.
times.
Got it.
Eekland goes back into second place.
This is a
Seesaw battle.
uh-huh,
First
me
place
and
has
Pillwall.
been determined, but now we're battling for second place. It could come down to this question here. At the court hearing, Khan asked Kirk if he's familiar with what author?
Yep.
Right. Immediately knew that one. That was an instant one, yeah. Because actually Kirk says a line from that author after, yes. Yep. Okay. Seen it. You must have an Android. That's why that happened.
And it's this island Earth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have like 6,000 points.
Yep. I want to
Winner of this
more.
round, once again, is Open Airlock Policy at 5,353 points. A commanding victory.
My
Overall,
phone was in my pocket.
it is Open Airlock Policy at 7,258.
So you've got a spreadsheet going, right?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. So I'll be able to add this to the overall total.
Okay.
But yes, you got basically another 4,000 point lead to build onto your already existing.
Commanding lead, yes.
Mm-hmm. That is it for trivia. Well done, sirs.
Good job on the
Good
question.
job. Yeah, very good.
Can't
Very
make them
well
easy,
done.
guys.
Very well done.
Got to watch the episodes with us. And then remember a shit ton. And this last episode had a lot of obscure references or like numbers and shit that I could pull out.
Very true.
Maybe you like the episode too much. Yeah. Focus too much on the others. Just enjoying the episode instead of paying attention to the details. It's possible. Problem
I
with
do
these 2 episodes is their plots really weren't that complex. So like, and the moments weren't too extreme. It was just kind of, it was hard to come up with questions that weren't like very kind of, what paintings does she have in her room? That kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah. I think I agree, Shubal. I was like really, really into the episode and I wasn't paying attention to the details, but I was like really into it. Because it was a damn good episode. Damn good.
Yeah, and the great thing about Space Seed is that when Harv Bennett and Nicholas Meyer were basically tasked with making Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, they had no idea what they were going to do for a premise for the movie. They had to basically, and they're kind of new to the properties. They were only vaguely familiar with what Star Trek was. Neither one of them had watched the show going into it. So you have your producer and your writer director had like really no knowledge about Star Trek going into it. So what did they do? They watched all the episodes to kind of get familiar. Yeah, I know. It's like
what a groundbreaking idea.
Mind blown, right? Like actually like absorb and study the source material. It's a weird concept, but this was the 80s, so
Greg was and I probably knew this if it is the case, but do you know if Star Trek 2 was it one of the scripts that was for the Star Trek Phase 2, or was it something they just came up with?
No,
after?
It's something according to the documentaries and everything from like the disc and everything. They basically sat down, watched the series, saw this episode, Space Seed, and said, what happens? They saw the end of the episode, like that line with Spock is like an interesting seed that you planted here. Wonder what would happen. Like, and that's kind of what like,
Oh, and plus Montalban was huge at that point. So
what would happen? Well, because he had he had Fantasy Island going for him.
Yep.
So, they looked at they got to the end of the episode and be like, an interesting seed you planted here. I'd be curious to to stop by here after I forget how many years to see what has developed. And that kind of got the ball rolling and be like, that could be kind of fascinating to explore what happened. And it was like, this is it was a formidable villain, obviously super smart, super strong, very resourceful, genetically, I think they kind of retconned it in the movie to be genetically engineered, and people thought, like he was like a test tube baby. But
it's
this
selective breeding.
It's selective breeding. So, they basically kind of like how we used to do with crops. You selectively breed them so you get higher yields and,
correct.
Instead of little baby corn, you get what we have for ears of corn now.
Oh, little baby corn.
But that's what happened. They saw this and went, okay, this is the premise we're going to go off. We're going to see if Montalban's available, get him on board, and then basically went through the process of writing this great revenge story. Like, then it's like, why does Khan want revenge? Well, because after the Enterprise left, these, the planet that was nearest to them exploded, shifted the orbit of their planet, laid everything to waste, killed his wife, McSlutty.
I guess that's the wife he was referring to.
I assume so.
Yeah.
I don't think and maybe the book specifically refers to it, but I assumed it was that was his wife. And, sets up this whole big thing where he's obsessed with getting revenge on Kirk because he blames him for, foiling his plans and leaving him on a wrecked planet. You didn't check up on us. You didn't bother to see what how we were doing, and he had a legitimate beef with Kirk, which set up a great story.
Admiral Kirk.
Yeah.
Admiral Kirk never bothered to check up on us.
You never told the story to amuse your new captain? Yeah.
Oh man.
Even though Chekhov was not in the episode.
We're like doing the whole episode for Jeff here, or the whole movie for Jeff here.
Yeah.
But there was a book that came out when all these other reference books came out, and it's all the scripts for Phase 2. And I want to get that. Some of them they adapted to TNG, so
I think so, yeah.
But some of them,
some of them weren't adaptable because that new Vulcan they created basically got scrapped because Leonard Nimoy said, "Yeah, I'll do the movies."
Right.
So there's that whole element of it. So that character kind of got thrown in the waste pile.
Yeah, they wound up using the actor like in one scene, toward the very beginning.
Yeah, he's like a background character.
Of the motion picture.
But he was supposed to be a replacement for Leonard Nimoy if he didn't do the movie?
Yeah, because Leonard Nimoy was said, like, no, he wrote I Am Not Spock, the book, and he's like, no, I don't want to do Star Trek anymore. Like, he had other things that he wanted to do, so he's like, nope, phase 2, I'm out. And
singing Hobbit songs.
Yeah, like singing Hobbit songs. Or, he had success, like, 3 Men and a Baby was directed by him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had successful.
He had some success. He did, yeah.
He had some success as a director and author. So, I mean, he's a creative person. He wasn't just Spock. But anyway, at the time, he wanted nothing to do with the character, didn't want to do phase 2. So they're like, okay, we'll replace him. We'll come up with this other character. And then they decided, oh, we're not going to do a TV show because they saw Star Wars was a massive success. And like, ooh, a Star Trek movie could be viable. Look at Star Wars, it made $1 gazillion. Let's do a movie instead. So they said, okay, we'll do a movie. And then Leonard Nimoy was like, I could do a movie, I guess. Because the commitment for an actor to do a movie versus a TV show is not minor. Like, to shoot you look at like a TV, and back then TV shows were, seasons were 20-some episodes, each of like 50 minutes long. So that would be like the equivalent of signing on to do an Avengers movie that was going to be 26, 27 hours long. Or probably more like 23, 24 hours long.
Yeah.
Like, they can shoot a movie. You're doing principal photography for 2 months tops for most movies. And then you're done. Well, TV shows, you're freaking filming from, late summer all the way to early spring. And long hours to boot. So, actors didn't want to do TV series. It was too much work, and it pinned you down, locked you into a character. You didn't get a whole lot of variety, and you were tied to the show's success. So,
yeah.
Now it's a little different. I mean, seasons now are like fucking 8, 10 episodes. What a joke.
I know, it's nothing now. It's nothing. They could have 8 episodes, and they could just fuck it up like a certain TV show just did. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, at least that show has full episodes, unlike fucking Picard with its, short episodes. Mandalorian.
How long were the episodes in Picard?
They were a little bit more. They were more consistent than the Mandalorian, but when you cut out the previously and then the opening sequence, which is excessively long because the show has 10,000 goddamn executive producers and co-producers and everything, like the credit sequence for Picard is extraordinarily long. And then at the end, you have the end credits, and then it's pretty short. Like, these episodes we're viewing now, they're like 50-minute episodes for Star Trek.
Jeez.
I mean, even TNG didn't have 50-minute episodes. Picard of actual episode, I would say, is no more than 35, 40 minutes.
No kidding.
I'd be curious to go back.
You guys see this?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see it.
That's the guy. So
okay, so that was supposed to replace him.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, they had him cast, ready to go, fitted for costume, fitted for makeup, tested and everything, camera tested, and basically ready to go.
Really?
I mean, phase 2 really came really close to happening.
Yep.
And basically Star Wars canceled phase 2 and moved it into Star Trek into the movie business. And boy, I don't know how different Star Trek would be had that actually happened. I'm going to guess phase 2 probably wouldn't have been a rousing success. Another one of those shows that was canceled relatively.
Hell yeah, with the budget,
with just a couple seasons tops, and then that probably would have killed Star Trek. The movies, the first motion picture, it's certainly not my favorite. I'd probably place it second to last in my list of the first 6. But it's it's tediously long, and I mean, it's a good story and everything. I like it, but like, it's really kind of gratuitous and too much trying to be artsy instead of Star Trek.
Yeah, very true.
And that one was like, but Wrath of Khan is what really kind of like re-energized Star Trek as a whole.
Yes. Yep.
Like that, movies 2 and 3, 2, 3, and 4, had those not been, had Nicholas Meyer and what's his name? I said his name earlier. Hard Bennett. Had they not done what they did with those movies, Star Trek would have long been a dead franchise. We would have never gotten TNG. Without TNG, we would have never gotten DS9, Voyager, Enterprise, and none of those would have existed. They may have gone back to the well to try and do Star Trek again at some later point, but it probably would have been, extraordinarily low budget, and
Yeah, and to answer Shield Wall's question, I think both you and I go back and forth on 2 and 6. Like which one is
really two? It's always, for me, it's always 2 and then 6.
Okay.
Because Wrath of Khan, I mean, that ending is so fucking perfect and gut wrenching and tough. Even now, I've seen that movie I don't even know how many times, and I still can't get through that final part of that movie without getting choked up.
Yeah,
I know it's coming a mile away, but it's just so fucking well done. But 6 really was. I also really love 6 because 6 really kind of was a good send-off movie for the original cast. It really went out on
and just a good story too,
and a good story. Relevant to modern times, but not in your face. But just the way it all kind of came to, Sulu got his moment, Kirk got, everybody kind of got their moment in that movie, and the final send off with them signing the signatures and the end credits, and the score was great. It was a very good movie, and it was Nicholas Meyer. It's I don't know. He's just one of those guys that really just gets Star Trek. Or he's on my page as far as getting Star Trek. I guess depends on what you define getting Star Trek as, but for me, it's man.
Yes.
He just nailed it. He watched the original. He got it. He understood what Star Trek was or should be or is, however you want to phrase it. He's the man. Without him, fuck, I'd hate to think. Without, just wouldn't exist. And for a lot of people, the movies were their gateway back to the original series.
Yes.
Because, 2 was well received. Everybody's oh my God, you gotta see Wrath of Khan. And, in Star Trek, watch the original series. And it just built on those character relationships. Just, I can't gush enough about it. I want to watch it again right now. Every time
you ended up watching it last night after the.
No, I ended up going to sleep. I was oh man, it's pretty late. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Because I knew if I watched it, then at the end of the movie, I'll just be I'll be all kind of now I'll be I want to see 3 now, because it's tough for me to watch 2 and then not go right into 3, because 3 is very, very underrated. I feel. To me, it's the third best of the original 6. So for me, it goes 2, 6, 3.
Well, we're only about 25 weeks away from the movies, so 4 episodes a week. So
yeah. Speaking of it, probably should get to watching the second damn episode, or we're going to be up till 3 in the morning.
No kidding, and I got a lot to do too. So we should definitely get into this one. But I know Shield Wall asked you guys that question. I wanted you guys to answer it, so glad you did.
For me, it's always 2 and then 6. But I mean, 6 is really good. All 3 of them, 2, 6, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now other people put 4 above 3.
They will.
That's fine. 4's good, but
when you break down 4, it's too much of a normie movie for me. So
the fish out of water comedy stuff. I mean, it
no
was
pun
funny.
intended.
Yeah, whale out of water.
They're not fish.
Yeah. I like it. It's certainly a fun movie to watch, but actually.
Yeah.
And to me, though, 3 because it continues the story from 2. Like,
Yeah.
but those 3 movies, 2, 3, 4, are really a trilogy. Because you can lop one off. One's unnecessary. Like if they would have gone just right into the movies and gone right to 2, nobody would have missed a beat.
No.
So
he was trying too much to be
2001.
Yeah.
It was 2001 wannabe.
What's his name? Stanley Kubrick, right?
Yeah, he was trying to do a Kubrick thing.
There's like the director's cut that's even longer. It's like, what the hell?
I know. Like like watching it the first time, that long shot where that shuttle trip going to the ship. And
everything, what the hell was that?
Like watching it once you're like, okay, this is like really, if you're into like Star Trek ships and ship porn, like that's the scene for you, man. That's like, whew. But like I feel like in Star Trek 2 and Star Trek 3, they did a much better job of like tightening it up, and the musical score in 2 and 3 was much better. Like I like the one thing one did was it set up that kind of new theme song that carried over into Next Generation. Yeah. But like I really love the score to 2 and 3.
Yeah,
that freaking Khan music is awesome.
It is. I know Jeff wants to jump into it, but one story about the motion picture. So
no, it's okay. I got to run to the restroom real quick. Anyway,
okay. I know a guy that he works with me, and he revealed that that's his favorite Star Trek movie and one of his favorite movies ever. And I'm like, why? And he's like, well, when he was kind of living with his grandparents, that's the only thing they had to watch. So I noticed on Facebook that what's that that thing that shows movies in theaters sometimes? Like, is it I'm trying to think of what it's called, but I actually went to see The Best of Both Worlds in the theater, and it's run by whatever this shit is. And anyway, they were doing the motion picture, and I told him, and he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. So he got tickets and he went and saw it, and he thanked me profusely, like, because he got to see it on the big screen. But I'm like,
that would be kind of fun to see on the big screen.
Yeah, it probably was.
Like, I know there was a time.
Fathom Events.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know there was a tour, and it never came anywhere near me, where I think it was William Shatner was part of it, where they were like doing like live screenings at theaters of Wrath of Khan, I believe.
Nice.
With like Q&A after. I'm like, oh, like had I known that was actually a thing, I probably would have traveled.
Mm-hmm.
I would have taken a plane to go see it, like knowing that, like, okay,
right.
William Shatner's not a young guy anymore. We've already lost a great deal. Like, we've lost. First, it was James Doohan,
and
then we lost DeForest Kelley, and we've lost Leonard Nimoy.
Well, Nichelle Nichols, what
Nichelle
she announced
Nichols she's
retired from public appearances.
Yeah, because she's not well. So they're all like, what? Sulu's like, I think he's George Takei is like 80, 90, something like that. 80. He's not a young man either. And so like the opportunities to interact with some of these original Star Trek cast,
they're dwindling.
Not going to be around much longer. And it's unfortunate. I'd give them all a youth tonic and a heartbeat to keep them around. Even though, like, certainly don't agree with George Takei's politics, but he's still fucking Sulu. And I saw him at a convention, and he was a great speaker at the convention. Like I said, we would not get along at all politics-wise, but he was probably one of my more favorite speakers, because you used to go to these conventions, and they talk to the audience for a while, and then do like a Q&A, and then there would be an autograph session. Well, his like talk and then Q&A was fascinating. It was fun.
Yeah.
So I certainly wish him to, keep living long and keep prospering, because even though his politics are pretty awful to me, but
he's still a person. You can acknowledge that.
He's still a person. He's still Sulu, and like I said, I've met him, and he was great.
That's weird that you say
the
that.
time I met him, he was not even like out of the closet, I think, at that point.
You mean you don't wish you would die of COVID-19 like other people do on other people's politics?
Fuck no! I'd be sad.
Nope.
Like, he's a captain of the Excelsior who was instrumental in help saving Kirk in Star Trek 6.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, because you're a normal fucking person. Yeah, exactly.
Well, and just my love for the franchise and the characters in it, especially that era and the movies. There really isn't much that they could possibly do on Twitter or whatever that would make me like dislike them.
Correct. Yeah.
Certainly never to like, there isn't really anybody on Twitter that I would wish COVID on or something like that.
No.
Either, because I'm not a psycho.
You're not a psychopath, exactly.
But he was actually, him and John Delancey were probably my two favorite ones to listen to.
Yeah, I've heard he's good.
Okay.
We used to get, I know we're going to start in a second, but we used to get every year Picardo and that chick that played Lita on DS9. Can't think of her name. They used to come together here like every year, but they stopped. It wasn't a very big convention, so.
No, but see, for a long while, Star Trek conventions were very low key.
Yeah.
They weren't like Comic-Con events. They would come to Green Bay. And just like, it would be like the convention was at like the Best Western, I saw, I think Gates McFadden was here.
Dabo. You saw who?
Beverly Crusher, Gates.
Ooh,
McFadden.
yeah.
Really? Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
She's
an
a
interesting
sex
kid. I mean, they were all,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she's a very lovely lady.
Mm-hmm.
They all really, like, they've obviously been on the circuit before, so they had their spiel down by the time I saw them locally here, but they were good. They were entertaining. They had, fun stuff, fan anecdotes, and they're all really nice during the autograph sessions. And back then, it was like you paid to get into the convention. Like, you didn't then have to pay like an exorbitant amount extra than to just get an autograph. Like, not like it is now, where it's like an additional like $50 to get an autograph. Or,
Yeah,
I think
50 be nice. Yeah,
$200 I think, or something like that to get Shatner's.
Jeez.
And so they were much more approachable back then in the convention. So like,
this
if
was
you were a Star Trek fan,
150.
Is that Ian McDiarmid?
That is Ian McDermott. Yes.
I don't know how I could tell that from that far away.
Oh, because it's him. That's how. Yeah. That was fun. He's awesome. I should have paid the extra and had him and Hayden together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you tell him you have a YouTube channel? And he probably said, "We'll be watching your career with great interest."
Yes.
He was just really, really cool because you only had the time that you walk up to him, then you walk away to actually talk to him, because he will talk to you the whole time as you're walking away. But yeah, he's a really good dude. And the thing is, too, like you talk about that, Greg, too. I would love to be able to see Shatner again at a convention, but he's not. Is he not doing that anymore? Is that what you were saying?
Well, not right now due to the thing.
Of course,
I'm sure he'll do it until the day he dies.
Yeah, because I would love to be able to get his autograph too.
He still does bookings and everything and stuff like that. You see him on Twitter, it'd be like, contact my booking agent at such and such address in order to do conventions and things. It's just, I mean, given their age and everything, like, I can't see them. I can't see them doing the conventions, but like, and from their perspective, like, when you go to these conventions, because some of these guys, for a long while, that's all they were doing. They didn't really have any other work.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And so they'd be doing this convention circuit pretty hardcore. And you gotta know, on some of these days, they just didn't want to be there.
Oh yeah.
Like anybody's job, like they're just like, I'm not feeling it today. I don't have the energy. It's I always get asked the same questions, and
yes,
this is
of
boring,
course,
and everything. But I did not go to one convention where I felt like the person, the keynote person there had an attitude at all. Not once. And I went to quite a few. I mean, I got in a box somewhere. I got Brent Spiner's autograph. I got James, Michael Dorn's, obviously John Delancey's. I do have an autographed Shatner, but that I purchased. I did not get it from him in person. Because at the convention, it's basically convention's a flea market, and then topped off with a keynote speaker. That's what they used to be. So you could find all sorts of weird shit at these tables. So it was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm. I wish I would have gotten Peter Mayhew's autograph or picture last time at the convention.
Oh yeah,
because that was the last one he ever did, and I remember thinking, yeah, I probably should do that. But money wise, I was like, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it right now. But I regret that a lot. So. Because he was there all 4 days of celebration. The first day he wasn't doing anything because he was not feeling well, and he came back the second and third day only, and only did 2 out of the 4 days. So, yeah, it's getting to that point with all of our favorites. So,
yep, and soon it'll get that way with us.
Mm-hmm.
Time is a bitch, an unforgiving bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hope with
this isn't an elixir of life.
What?
I just hope with some of these people, like Peter Mayhew, that they were doing it because they wanted to, and they weren't just like.
He did want to.
Money.
I heard he was really he wanted to talk to people longer than he actually could have the time to do.
He had a business in Texas, I think. So,
and that's good. I mean, because
yeah.
I'm sure some of them were doing it well past the time that they really wanted to. They were just kind of like. They didn't make a whole lot of money during that process. Didn't exactly like Peter Mayhew wasn't like a big actor or anything like that.
No,
hell no.
It was basically his only gig, So, I want to believe that people like him, Kenny Baker and all those people.
Yeah, they wanted to be there. Yeah,
they really enjoyed being there and interacting with the fans, and it wasn't just kind of like they're doing it because they're kind of desperate.
I think that it started that way with Hayden coming back into the fandom, and now it's more like that he's getting to know people more and more, like seeing people at conventions. From what I heard from people who said that who actually got a picture taken with him or actually got an autograph with him, that he was really wanted to hear people's stories about how they got into Star Wars, especially people that are younger than us that got in with the prequels because of him. So I know when it first kind of started, with him coming back into conventions recently, he was probably doing it because he needed the money or needed exposure. And now I think it's more of hey, it started that way, but I really, really love doing this. I love doing it, kind of thing.
And I think for him in particular, enough time has been removed from the criticism. And I think people have a much higher positive view of the prequels in general than they did at the time they were coming out.
Especially after
So it's an opportunity for him to kind of, also kind of touch base with a more receptive crowd and an appreciative crowd. So it's got to be more fun for him to do than had he done them a lot back then.
Mm-hmm.
Because there were some adamant prequel haters, the same way we feel about the sequel trilogy. They ruined Star Wars. I mean, there's people that felt
remember that. There's a whole documentary about it.
Yeah.
There were people actually having Hayden sign mason jars full of sand. So it's
God.
He was
embracing the shit out of it though too.
He was at Celebration
really
too. And this is 2 weeks before the movie came out, and he had the longest lines.
Oh God, I bet.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
I mean, he played Anakin Skywalker. I mean,
well, and the girls liked him.
He had the longest line at the last celebration too. He sold out quicker than a lot of them did. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would certainly want his autograph. Now, if I had to choose between him and Mark Hamill, I'm going to choose Mark Hamill. But.
Mark wasn't there. Carrie was.
Yeah. Mark wasn't there the last one either.
To be honest, I would probably choose most of the OG cast over Hayden.
Yeah.
It's funny. I think a lot of people would carry over all of them. Yeah. Yeah.
Someone's knowing Hayden's not, he's not a young man anymore, but he's got a lot. He's still got a lot of years in front of him. He's got more years in front of him than a lot of the people that are still with us from the original.
Harrison Ford. This doesn't do conventions, which kind of sucks for everybody.
Well, he's going to die of crashing a plane before he dies of old age.
Yeah, well, it's because he smoked pot. That's why. I mean, he didn't even shave for the Rise of Skywalker, for fuck's sake. I mean, he's like, I just land and shoot the scene and leave.
Yeah.
Mad TV.
Like, sure. Like, can I be high? Sure.
Mad TV had that one guy that did an impression of him, and it was, what if Harrison Ford really did become president? And
that was fantastic.
They would ask questions, and he would just go, not even answer.
No. Yeah.
It was great. Anyway,
yeah,
I'm
he's
ready.
so awkward when he does TV, the night shows and stuff like that. Like,
oh yeah,
his interviews are
unless he's talking about Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
because he loves talking about Indiana Jones. He hates Han Solo, always will, but he fucking loves Indiana Jones. He'll talk about that forever. Yeah. Yep. Alrighty. I think I did put the link.
Jack Ryan.
What?
Said I want to hear his takes about Jack Ryan. But anyway, we got to get to the second episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. The link is in the chat.
What it was.
If anybody's still here to ready to watch it, after we're rambling on about that. Yeah, but
This Side O Paradise.
Correct. Yeah. Episode 24 out of 29. We are getting close. We're getting close. Here we go.
Oop, not enough.
Shield wall's ready. Good.
I'm in there.
A lot of people do, Blake.
Geez, that's not a ranch in Southern California
No,
somewhere.
not at all.
No.
Not at all.
See how spread out they were? Like, they were spread out way larger than the transporter pad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nitpick.
I noticed that.
Omicron's 83.
Nice.
That was kind of a weird music just for a guy introducing himself.
Yeah. Like, we should know his name or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all sinister, yeah.
I am Penis Man. I mean,
Yeah.
Shield wall that makes me want to watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, that's why they were surprised.
Mm-hmm. Good point. Apparently, they brought no modern technology with them, using hats for woods.
Interesting.
Hello.
Yeah. Spock's like doing.
Yeah. Weird.
Even Spock recognized it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
No response.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Kirk's like, you've seen his wiener, haven't you?
Yeah. Does it have ears too?
Mr. Cock.
Yeah, Red Shield wall.
They're space Amish.
Yes. But do not use electricity. If you can. Is that Sulu?
No.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's kind of gay.
Yeah.
I mean, so many clues back then.
Sexually.
That's not creepy.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. That's not creepy at all.
If she's not ugly, then she's creepy. It's just the way things go.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun.
I love the music. Jeez.
Hmm. I knew he was going to say that.
What
Yep.
the fuck?
I knew he was going to say that. As soon as he said an appendectomy had happened.
Via sex.
Hmm. Yes.
Oh, that was great. I mean, no, it wasn't. Yeah. Sorry.
Huh.
She's like, I remember the penetration.
Yeah. I seem to remember them riding a horse together or something. But there's no horses, so maybe not.
Yeah, she will.
Not a surprising answer.
Correct. You vegetarian fuck.
Vegan.
Shoot him. Just shoot him.
Taser
Yep. Set it to stun. Take it out. Yeah. Six. He's like, I already did last time 3 times.
Oh, but it is possible.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if there was something that was giving them. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That plant just came in his face.
Yep.
Squirt.
He just got a facial.
He did, didn't he? Because he's logical, that's why. You're not Vulcan. It is. She was a hippie planet, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Vegans, peace, love, hippies, yeah.
Yeah.
They all have AIDS.
So she wants to get with him, and she drugged him.
Yeah.
It's a roofie.
Me too.
What's that called again? I forgot.
Grape?
Yes, I think it rhymes with grape. Correct. She's gonna grape the shit out of him. Tase him. That's great. Oh my god. He changed. Is Spock's F counter going to go up before Kirk's does?
Good question. Oh. Wow. Oh. Oh.
Cheekies. No facials for anybody.
No.
Music is great.
Wow.
Spock playing in a tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wanted her for myself.
I know, right? It's like, the fuck you doing? Kirk was like, "What should I go up there?" Weird music. I love it. Facials.
Sulu liked it.
Yeah. Kirk didn't get it. It'll take multiple facials to get the captain.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Burn them all. Take that, you cum plant.
Slap him.
Do it. Phaser all of them. Just do it. You can do it by yourself, Jim. It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good shot of the station there.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized my camera was off. Sorry.
Huh.
Anybody?
Oh.
Facial plants are active.
Yeah.
Hmm. You can't leave your ship, Jim. That's his love. Is that a Medal of Honor?
Must be.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the medal is.
Because they
I'll
said
find
that
out
one
when I'm
episode,
clear.
that's what he got.
I figured you would.
I remember what
Medal
happens
was
now.
Jim opening his private cabinet. Yeah.
I remember what happens here.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty interesting.
Well, he's in love with his ship, though. I mean, that's his love. Great shot, by the way.
Yeah, with his light, his face is lit.
I just love how
there.
it just kind of turned and to the. Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
I love tracking shots like that. She's like, we can F later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If they haven't already.
Yeah. Hard to confirm.
No telling. I know. Oh, shit. I have an idea what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh.
Half breed.
Ah. Oh, my God.
Huh.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Damn.
What?
Wow.
Look what he did to that metal beam.
I love it.
Whoa. Irish whip.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Chair. Spock's got a steel
Well, Spock,
chair.
realize what's happening. Yep. Man, he gave it to him for fuck's sake.
He did.
Wow. He's like, speaking of several times. Just kidding. Yeah, she a wall. That's great.
Very logical.
I don't get why he
I
suddenly
know.
became from Georgia.
I
But
know. Is his character from Georgia?
I
Yeah.
don't know. It's,
Enterprise. I love how he's. Yeah, I love that Georgia twang. Oh, he's sad.
Neck pincher.
She's like, I'll spit in your mouth. That'll make it better.
Spock hit it and quit it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did. Jeez.
Yep.
I feel bad for Spock a little bit there on that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for Spock a little bit.
Interesting.
Do we ever hear his first name?
Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
Really? Okay.
It's not Mikey.
It's not
What
my.
did you say?
That looks really high tech, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look at the 60s microphone on the left there. Do it. Kick his ass.
Shovel fight.
Do it.
Ground and pound.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sweep
sweep the
the
leg.
leg.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a mint julep. He does, for real. You should knock it out of his hand, just shits and gigs. Throw it in his face. Throw a drink in his face. Oh.
Oh.
Dude. I love that.
Good line.
It's absolutely a great line. I saw that rhino. It's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Got my ship back, you bitch.
Mhm. You fucks. I love those shots. Good line. Yeah.
Just
Wow.
profound for Spock.
This Islander.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Great shot of the ship, by the way, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
The Kirk Spock fight was the highlight of the episode. So.
Oh yes, they'll
Yeah.
be. The
It was,
insults will definitely be on the quiz.
it was.
Can't wait.
It just, yeah. I really enjoyed what they did with the characters. Not so much the story of the settlers and what they were doing, but our characters and what happened to them because of the spores. Yeah,
Mhm.
I really did enjoy that a lot. Yeah.
Well, it was a chance for them to get to act a little different as a change of pace episode, kind of.
Like
Yes.
you get Bones with his mint julep and his Georgia accent.
Yeah, that one I just don't get that.
Well,
Part
he
of
did
it,
that
I'm
he did that in Star Trek V too.
Yeah.
Really?
Bean Spock.
Yeah. Yeah, I did ham it up a little bit there, but not nearly as much as in this episode. I mean,
Yeah.
this episode it was pretty fucking thick.
Yeah.
Got to make those mint juleps, you know.
He's all of a sudden, Jimmy boy.
Hey, Jimmy boy. I
was like,
you know,
what?
I love that. I actually love that. Yeah.
basically, paradise is kind of like an illusion, and you really can't lose your what am I trying to say here? You can't lose the reality of who you are and what life is just to try and grasp for a paradise that really doesn't exist,
Yes.
like socialism, you know? So,
bingo.
mm-hmm.
Exactly.
What a great
Well,
one.
the idea is, very much a theme that's in basically the Star Trek 5, like you brought up, like Cybok kind of is
Mm-hmm.
the spores in that one. They don't quite get like giddy happy when they're under, but they're like, they have no pain. And, Kirk is like, I need my pain.
Yeah. I need my pain.
It's the ship it's the ship. Yeah.
Well, it's the pain, it's the struggle that defines,
Mm-hmm.
like if you achieve that point of just perfect contentment, there's like there's really no point.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's nothing to achieve. There's no forward motion. There's you're just a blank.
Correct. Yeah, and yeah, just being able to see them show their range was
Love it.
pretty fun. Yeah.
Well, particularly for Leonard Nimoy, I feel like his insubordination was like really kind of funny.
Yeah,
Like,
kind of
I
was.
don't feel like it, or
It really was. And no, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
No, I'm not doing that. I didn't want to.
I love. I think that was great.
It really, for the character of Spock, it was the biggest challenge because it actually gave him freedom to be human.
Yes.
And he again had to make that choice, human or, because he could have gone back to the planet. He could have gone back with her if he chose to, and he didn't.
Yeah.
True.
Part out of loyalty to. I mean, it was his choice. Like, he chose the way. He chooses to be Vulcan. He can embrace his human side at any point in his life.
Mm-hmm.
He chooses not to. It's not that he can't have emotions. He chooses not to.
Even Vulcans can.
Even Vulcans
yeah.
themselves are capable of emotions. They suppress them through mental discipline. It is a choice, not that they can't feel anything.
That's an astute observation by Raging Rhino.
I was going to say the same thing.
What do you say?
Luke Skywalker was great in this episode.
The what?
Luke Skywalker was great in this episode. But we've got some great ones coming up. The Devil in the Dark is about this monster in a mine. Errand of Mercy, one of my top 5.
Devil in the Dark, the Horta?
Yes, the Horta. Okay. You've probably seen it on Family Guy, Jeff, or something.
Okay.
I guarantee they have it on something. And then Errand of Mercy, one of my top 5. First appearance of the Klingons.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then the next one, it's not a great one at all, The Alternative Factor. And then we've got The City on the Edge of Forever, which Anna said she hates. So
what? That's one of my favorite episodes.
That's what she said.
I think it's like number 2 or 3 for me.
I was going to say, I've heard a lot of people say that's one of their favorites.
It is, yeah. It's like the consensus. It's Nimoy and Shatner's favorite. So
I was thinking the same thing because a lot of people love the episode.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Weird.
So see this comic?
I actually named our South Park episode after it.
This comic is actually the adaptation of the original screenplay that they threw out, and they rewrote by Harlan Ellison. So it was a little bit different than what they wound up filming.
Yeah. Shootball says the City on the Edge of Forever is one of the best missions in Star Trek Online. Yeah.
It actually is, yes.
I've heard good things about that game as well, too. I mean, have you both played Star Trek Online?
Oh, I played
it
for years, but I haven't.
Greg, you did?
It.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't touched it in years now, though.
Okay.
Like when I started getting into once you got to level cap and then you were just doing the basically raid missions, then it kind of lost some of its appeal.
Okay.
But it's good because like it's a game that you can play, in the PvE environment, and you can play with other players, or you can basically just do it solo.
Okay.
You don't have to necessarily team up, so you can play the game as your own character and not really be involved with other characters that are in the world. But it's also fun to play with other players, and they had level banding, so if you were like a high level character and you're playing with a friend who was just starting off the game, you couldn't take if you took your character on the low level missions, you weren't like god powered. You still were highly powered, but it banded you into like the lower levels kind of level range, so you weren't like too ridiculous. So you couldn't like basically walk somebody through the game to just level them up really easy.
Right.
To a degree. I mean, the level banding could have been a little bit tighter, but
yeah.
I remember, when that game came out, it was not a free-to-play game. It was a game you had to purchase and then pay every month to play. And I bought the game. I bought like the lifetime subscription, and it was like $200
Damn.
at the time. But then you never had to pay a month. You got the game, and you never had to pay a monthly fee.
Okay.
Which was great. And then the game went free to play, and that didn't really mean much.
Jeez.
Although, I mean, I had some gear, legacy gear and everything like that you can't get now, but.
Yes.
I haven't played it in a long, long time.
She-Wall says it's way better now than when it came out, so.
I've been toying with it.
Look into that.
I updated the files and everything, and I just didn't bring to load it up because I'm like, oh, it's gonna take me like forever just to figure out like what's been nerfed and what's not been nerfed.
Yeah. Yep.
What the top gear is and everything, because I had my ship pretty much loaded out like exactly how I wanted it.
Hey, it's on Mac.
And I would play. Oh well, I had a collection of ships, but I primarily played on the escort class because those were those were the very fast, very mobile, but basically glass cannon ships.
Mm-hmm.
Like very, very little defense. You could get popped pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just way more to fun. Like I would want to play on the cruiser class. I forget what it was called, but basically like ships like the Enterprise. But they were like tanks, and they just fucking move so fucking slow, and they were so slow to maneuver. I'm like, I want to fly like a jet plane. So I got pretty damn good at flying the escort, and I could definitely hold my own because it was a matter of like popping which powers and abilities when you wanted to, and what abilities you had based on who was on part of your crew and the devices that you had equipped on your ship. It was fun. It was very fun.
Okay, so it's on PlayStation as well too. So
the ground missions not so much. Like
I
would
check it
say
out.
if they were to need to improve to anything, at the last time I played it, like I said, it's been years. But the ground missions were a little clunky.
Looks like it's free.
To play.
Yeah.
But they have at least when I played, there was loot boxes and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah. Well, I'm definitely gonna get it for sure. Yeah.
I'd be interested to just load that up and see what happens to my character.
Yeah.
The game.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Your character's so
Check it
fucking
out.
old. Your character's not dead. Restart the game.
Restart. You're done.
And I'd lose some of my things like the party poppers and.
Shield-Wall says their ground combat still isn't good.
The ship combat was pretty fun though, and like you could play.
See, that's what
as a
makes a
science
Star Trek
vessel.
game. Yeah.
You could play as a science vessel, and science vessels were very powerful too.
He says space battles are fun. Okay.
But I enjoyed playing the escorts the most, the Defiant style ships.
Yeah, he said the escorter class was his favorite, but as an engineer.
Yeah. So and your character, you could be science, tactical, or engineer, and that would determine like what abilities you have, and where you can kind of go in the tech tree, and what you could do for attacks and things like that. And
we're talking about Star Trek Online right now. Yep, it's on. It's free for Xbox and PlayStation. If you want to download it, it's free for both. So I just already set it up for my download.
Maybe tomorrow I'll fire out that game and play with it. It's been a long time though.
I just fired mine up.
If anybody in my guild is still even playing. Lost track with them.
Star Trek Online. Nice. So out of these 2 episodes, I think the second one was I preferred the second one because of the characters and the character development. What we got from Kirk and Spock, McCoy, especially Kirk and Spock. Yeah, I would say it
was good. Yeah,
I would say that.
Well, I like both of the episodes.
Yeah, there weren't neither one were bad, but I prefer the second one because of But yeah, they're both good, And Anna said the first one was one of her favorites. So
yep, she did.
It was certainly interesting. I mean, they're good.
It's a good concept.
So
yeah, very much so. Yeah, I enjoyed both of them. I did.
Yeah, and then I was just doing some calculations, and a few days before Halloween, we'll be watching the really bad Halloween episode. So,
oh yeah, the cat one. Yeah.
Cat
Spot. Cat Spot. Okay.
Gosh, that was bad. I think it was written for another show, and they just used the script for Star Trek, if I remember.
Really?
Maybe.
Let me look that up.
Wow, I wouldn't be surprised.
I used to have I'm still doing there, like books with recaps of all the episodes, and I remember reading that. It's colossally bad.
Because we have Devil in the Dark next, and Errand of Mercy. And then we have the Alternative Factor, and then the City on the Edge of Forever, and then we have the last episode of the season, Operation Annihilate, and then we'll go to season 2. So,
yeah, it said he wrote the episode, some guy named Block, basing it, on a short story of his called Broomstick Ride. So it wasn't a Trek story. So
okay.
And it shows. Have the Orions shown up yet? Yeah, we've seen Orions a few times.
Mm-hmm. Have we not?
Once.
We've seen
the green slave girl in the cage.
Yep.
And what about the one in the insane asylum?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then coming up, we won't see them, but we'll see their ship in Journey to Babel. So when they keep attacking, the whole time.
Yep. Well, I see one every week when I watch Lower Decks.
Oh yeah, right. With the half-shaved head and
yeah,
that's how that works. Yeah, it's their half-shaved head. They love that. Yeah.
Devana Tendi.
Yeah. She's a Twitter expert. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
She loves the Twitter. Guaranteed.
She probably would. Absolutely, because her character is obsessed with people liking her. So, like, she would live for the likes and retweets. Oh, she would. She'd be upset if somebody didn't like her to retweet her stuff. That's her character.
Man, so many good ones are coming up. Second season was actually really good.
Yeah, I don't get why they canceled it in the first place, but well.
Was it not getting good ratings, or?
I don't remember the reasons.
Me neither.
Just, cost to actual ratings. Because sometimes, shows can have good ratings or good enough ratings, and it's like, wow. But if the budget's too high, your return on investment sucks. So, they could replace it with something far cheaper to produce and make the same amount of money. They're going to choose that every fucking time.
So check this out. Within the first... Oh, I skipped it. Hang on. Within the first 5 episodes of the second season, we have 2 more Talk a Computer to Death episodes. That really was a trope. So, you
Yeah.
got a fuck count, and then you got a computer talk to death count too.
Computer
so.
suicide count, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golly. But yeah, its second season's good. The third, not so much. So.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a few good ones, but you really have to keep skipping, like, okay, no, not that one, not that one.
Well, didn't they have an issue where, like, the writers didn't really all come back for the third
Yep.
season? So that was because, I mean, once a show gets canceled, it's not like the writers just sit there and wallow in misery. I mean, some of them might, but like they go on to other shows and get other work.
Oh, there's a good one from the third season.
And to try and get people to come back to a show that still is going to basically be on the bubble again right away, they're like, no, I got a good gig here. I'm not going to leave that to take another chance over here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and I think that's one of the issues in Hollywood these days is just like that musical chairs with writers and good shows establish, have a good core group of staff writers.
Yeah.
But are still willing to, option the stray script that comes in and kind of adapt it into the show.
Yep. That's what happened with TNG.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to have your good core group that understands the characters and the plan with the characters and the details about the characters. Basically, your own lore masters are your staff writers that you keep on from season to season. And that's a big deal to maintain consistency throughout the show.
Yeah, you're right.
But you have to shake it up every now and then, bring in something different and everything, and then just kind of like have your staff writers kind of adapt any kind of errors or they put their own spin on it. I mean, the politics in the writing room would be fascinating to kind of get into, like to just be a fly on the wall while they're discussing or they're brainstorming some of these scripts and some of these concepts for episodes.
For sure.
And what goes into it.
Yep.
It's not just they're focused on woke shield wall. It's also they're focused on this obsession with like revealing a mystery and then unraveling it through the course of a season. Like, you got to create some big bad event, and then the whole season's leading up to either like thwarting that event, or the season starts kind of with the event happening, and then something bad happening, and then
doesn't need that. Yeah,
the team needs to figure out how it happened and then how to correct it, and that's Picard suffered from that. Although it like lost track like halfway through, it's a very short season. What the hell even was the big event?
Space Squid.
Discovery definitely has that. Season 1, it was all about Captain Orca and his whole thing with the mirror universe and all that stuff. That was the big plot in that one. In season 2, it was all about this
stupid
AI entity that was like needed to be stopped, and the whole season was all centered around that, and it was all like every episode had to begin with the previously on, and to me, like if your Star Trek episodes have to start with it previously, then
yeah,
you're doing it wrong. I like the episodic stuff. Like you can do some 2-parters, 3-parters, and some reoccurring themes, and kind of go back into certain things, like pick it back up, but to have it just always be, it's just one convoluted plot from start to finish, 8 episodes, 10 episodes, whatever, doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Discovery season 3 is about to start, so we'll see.
Aren't you excited for that?
Yeah. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with it now that it's going to be.
How about they're going to fuck it up? Yeah.
I think my gut is that they're going to completely like 180 Michael Burnham.
I've heard the same thing from other people and you. So
I think they're going to like suddenly turn her instead of some like, heavy, melodramatic, woe is me shit, they're gonna turn her into kind of like a, a more dashing, fun, character. They're gonna try and
heroic kind of character with emotions.
They're gonna try and turn her into more of a Han Solo, and
they will
something like that. And that'll be interesting.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say about that.
Well, like some shows can do the episodic stuff, like Babylon 5. Like I'm not saying all serial television is bad. It certainly isn't, but like all of it now is like everything. Every show on streaming is all the same shit. It's always like big mystery, unravel, lead to like key to everything, resolve at the end of the season, one big plot. It's been a long time since I've seen Babylon 5, but like I like it where it's more episodic, but then it kind of dips into reoccurring stuff. That would be in DS9. Probably did a decent mix, a little too serial for me when it got into the war stuff, but
super serial. Yeah.
I don't know. Tim, what do you think about Babylon 5? Like what would you classify that as? Episodic serial or
All right, yeah. I'm glad you're bringing this up because here, let me mute for a minute. Because I was telling Jeff the other day about this. So, it's the perfect show for you because it's not a show where you have to, get it. This happened last time. Almost every episode, number one, is written by the same guy. He let some people play around in season 1 and 2, but largely those episodes are self-contained. But any episode you can watch, that episode has a beginning, middle, and end, and you could just watch that one thing. One of the episodes I tell people to watch, or two actually, to like get a feel for the show, are either the one with Brad Dourif or the one with what's Austin Powers' boss's name, the actor's name, Michael York.
Yeah, Michael York. Okay, it is Mike. Yeah,
yeah, and they're both from the 3rd season. I'm like, just watch one of those. It advances like a lot of stuff, but it's still just an episode you can watch and you're done. And it has like a science fiction, moral dilemma and all that. And almost every single one, he had 1 2-parter. Now you get into some stuff in the 4th season where, he didn't think he was going to get a 5th, and he was wrong. But he said we got to wrap everything up, so he split what was going to happen in the 4th and 5th. And he put it all in it. It was better because it was a little more condensed, but there's some there where it's, back to back, but still there's a self-contained story. Yeah. So
I don't mind like a 2-parter or even a 3-parter stuff. Like that's fine.
He only did that once.
I just don't want the whole fucking season to be one plot that it just feels like it's stretched way too thin.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like 2nd season is where he really started building like, there's a story, but every single episode was its own thing. So it was he was brilliant. But I guarantee anything he makes now is just woke garbage. So
that's unfortunate.
He's one of the most partisan people out there. So
I'm gonna have to like. I miss Babylon 5 because there was just like there was so much like, man, there was so much to watch at that time period. I mean, it was really like the heyday for these kind of shows.
It really was a heyday for sci-fi. Yeah, it was.
And
yep,
like that was one I just never got into. For no other reason than I was just I was already immersed in too many other things, and I just never picked that additional item up. So I'm gonna have to go back and go back and watch that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm gonna watch it
again too because I mean, yeah, it was. I thought it was great.
It was on Amazon. It still is, but it was with Prime up until a few months ago, and they let the rights lapse. So and Warner doesn't do anything with it. I mean,
no.
It almost got a movie in 2004, and then it didn't even go into development. Hell, it just died. The spin-off series only got 1 season, and it was seen as like a big failure. His stupid direct to DVD thing, they were terrible 2 episodes. So no wonder he didn't get any more. So yeah, that franchise is probably pretty much dead. But the show itself, I didn't need any more than it, and I have all the DVDs still and stuff. But
Yeah, I'm
then
gonna
there's
definitely go through it.
the effects, they were awesome when they first came out, but because they lost the film and back then everything was on tape, what they tried to do was they cropped everything and they upscaled it so it looks terrible, but it didn't look terrible when it first came out. It looked actually quite amazing to be created from 3 linked together Amiga computers. So
yeah, Farscape was another one too, Casparius. I love Farscape as well. I fucking love that show.
You had
that
so
was
many.
One I skipped and
see, I
into, and I keep meaning to go back to.
You definitely should. I really enjoyed Farscape quite a bit. I did.
Now I want to get it to Shield while he said the only characters he liked were the Emperor and the female engineer. Which the female engineer you don't mean Tilly, I hope. You mean the well, I guess the lesbian butch one that they found in season 2.
What is it now?
Yeah, it's new Star Trek.
Uh,
New Trek.
Okay, yeah,
Oh.
I figured because I didn't think like Tilly's horrible. I was hoping like you redeemed yourself. Thank you, Shieldwall. I was worried. I'm like, oh my god, Shieldwall. I'm gonna have to mute you, man, because no. Thank you. Actually, her character's okay. I don't think she's a good reoccurring. I don't want her to get a prominent spot because I think her shtick could get very overused very quickly. And the Emperor chick, same thing. Like too much of her in the last season kind of spoiled it. Like she's okay, but like the badass, like I don't know. I just didn't buy it by the end of it. Like I like how she kind of turned around and she's like kind of somewhat loyal to Michael Burnham's character because she like in the mirror universe she views her as her daughter that she lost, but like.
And in 1995 on Babylon 5, JMS did something, and he kind of had like the first, I guess, actual non-heterosexual relationship, but it wasn't like woke and inserted. It was just like incidental, like here it is, it wasn't like played up as like a message or anything. So that was amazing.
They didn't have a 10-minute conversation while they were brushing their teeth.
It's not even. It wasn't even. That's the thing. It wasn't even like
because that's what
stated. It was just you knew it was happening, but they didn't come out. Even there was no kiss, nothing like that. So that's what
didn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. It was normal, right?
Yeah.
And he even said that, like on the message boards, like that's why we didn't do it that way, because then it wouldn't be a big deal, which it wasn't, So, and plus, if you want to see characters develop an actual like their relationships with each other and within themselves, like that show fired on all cylinders until the last season, because again, he finished everything up and he's like, what am I going to do in the 5th season? So he tried to come up with something and it wasn't very good. So, but yeah, 1 through 4 and the finale he actually shot during the 4th season, but it didn't air until after the 5th. So it's also amazing. But most of the stuff in the 5th is just kind of like filler stuff. So, but 1 through 4 is the best of the best. So for my money.
Yeah. And as far as the engineer goes, because he knows a lot of ones that worked on the aircraft.
Yeah.
I can believe that. And the thing is like that character, like you kind of assume she was a lesbian, but she didn't really come out and say it until she like gave her like, here's my sad backstory speech, and then she brought up like her wife or whatever. So you suspected it, but it's not like a thing with her necessarily in the show. So like, she's a more palatable character than I would say that the. I don't even know the fucking character's name. The doctor and the mycelial network dude. But yeah, it would have definitely been better if they just left it unsaid. She's just said partner, and then just kind of left it at that, and just be like, because it doesn't matter. Like her partner is dead, so like her sexuality wouldn't like come into play, and she's kind of this grizzled, kind of a wisecracking bitch kind of character, and it works. It works. Like she's actually kind of a like in that show. She's probably one of the most likable characters, other than maybe like Saru's pretty likable. Like he's not terrible
That's what you
for
told
the
me.
most
Yeah.
part. Like the whole idea of his race that like detects coming death and like that thing that was kind of dumb, but like the character actually like I like his character. He feels kind of a little bit like Odo.
Interesting.
Not, I mean, don't take like Odo fans would be highly insulted, but like I think that's what they were going for. Because in the first season he's basically like he's the only one that ever left his planet because his whole race is basically prey on his own planet to some other race, and that's just their lot in life. They kind of accept it. And
they're cucks.
Yeah, basically.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Odo's far better. Like, don't get me wrong. But like, he kind of has that vibe to me. That they're similar. They kind of molded him. Like, Odo was like the base, and then they just kind of like changed some things around the edges and things like that.
Yeah.
To get him to be the character he is, and he's not a bad character. Like everybody else on the, well, and Pike wasn't too terrible either. But
that's what I've heard too. Yeah.
Like he stands out because he's like, out of everybody, he's like a guy that's like confident and knows what the fuck he's doing and decisive and like a good guy, and everybody else is just such a like a melodramatic and so like doom and gloom, and he's just kind of like the bright spot. So I think he's like on his own or in another Star Trek show, he wouldn't stand out and people wouldn't think he's really that great. But like on that show, he stands out. He sticks out because, especially compared to Orca in season 1, he's like a decent dude versus Orca's just a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm actually like I'm in a strange way looking forward to Discovery season 3 to see where it goes. I think I'm gonna definitely notice an attempt at a course correct. How well they stick to it and how well they pull it off will remain to be seen.
Be looking forward to your reviews on it.
Yeah, it's always entertaining.
I'll be honest. Like I feel like when we do the Orville reviews, there's episodes I that I don't like, and there's episodes I really like, and I have my nitpicks on each of them, and it's the same with Lower Decks. Although Lower Decks is much more negative than obviously Orville, but
of course.
I there was things I liked in the last episode of Lower Decks that I thought like concept wise, if they continue to do that stuff, this show actually could be decent. I don't think it's ever going to approach great, but it could be passable. But I have no faith that they're going to actually stick to it. We'll see, because that the season finale is coming up later this week.
They don't, yeah.
And this one, like in this, according to the previews, like at the end of the last episode, Boimler, the pathetic, finds out Mariner's the captain's daughter, and then
really? Finds out?
Episode he confronts her about it. So like we'll see what happens there. Like I feel like they repaired some of Mariner's character a little bit in the last episode. I really kind of want to see Boimler not be just fucking shit on, or just get rid of him. If he's correct, like, he's such a little. Well, I mean, he's cast well because the guy who voices him is the same guy who plays Huey in The Boys. I forget his name. It's something Quaid.
Yeah, Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid. Yeah, I like it. Fits him. He's a cucked little pathetic, scrawny, mostly useless person.
Nice.
and that's kind of what the actor's like. Follow him on Twitter, you'll see. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I will definitely go back and like I'm gonna start watching and getting through DS9 again, and I'll do Babylon 5, and then after that probably.
No, let me know if you do Babylon 5.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that series probably 8 times now. So.
Wow.
Here I found it. I knew about it because I recorded the pilot that came out a year before the series in '93, but I didn't get it in my area because it was on P10, which was basically like a fake network that Warner had come up with, by just working with a bunch of affiliates. Well, then it came on TNT right after TNT took it, and they started playing reruns. Well, I saw the episode, like the biggest Wham episode of the entire series, and I'm like, I got to see the rest and how that happened. So spoilers really don't mean anything to me. It's like if you're relying on a spoiler for your show, then you suck. It's like, how did you get there and all that?
It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick, the same as like M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong about about the twist at the end and like the ahas and
the twisties
that's all gimmicks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the DVDs came out, so I got those, and that's when I was first able to see the whole thing, from beginning to end in 2001 and 2. So anyway, that's it. So Sunday night or Tuesday night. Today's Sunday. Fuck.
Yes, Tuesday's next.
Holy shit! I'm wishing my life away.
Sunday. Yeah, don't wish it was on sooner day than it is. Yes, it is Sunday, and we have Tuesday again for Star Trek. So it'll be earlier like last time, unless they come out here and run that cord tomorrow for my internet. I doubt it. It's probably gonna be more like Wednesday or Thursday, but yeah, we'll still do it earlier. Probably like 10. Well, actually, if we're gonna do it earlier on Tuesday, we'll probably just do it like 9:15, 10 o'clock, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it works much better. And then no.
It is not. No.
It's not. I love how he's using. You forgot the E.
Yeah, if there's an E at the end of that, Rhino.
It's Victorian. The E on the end makes it Victorian. So yeah.
Yeah, it is 5 p.m. over there exactly. So,
well, I guess technically right now it is Monday, Greg. He's not wrong. So.
Oh yeah, it is 1 a.m. So
he ain't wrong. Well, I'm glad you could join us tonight, Shield Wall, and thanks for joining us for all the times you've been here and playing the trivia. We enjoy having you too. Yeah,
we got 9 watching right now.
Yeah,
so.
It is your bad. It's definitely your bad for sure.
Well, and speaking of trivia, we are doing the stream tomorrow, correct?
Correct. Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be 10. Oh, you're not. I'm not sure about that. So wait, hold on. You're never wrong, but. What was your score on the trivia last week again or Saturday?
I was gonna bring up your score yesterday.
That's what I was thinking. The same thing.
That would indicate that you are in fact wrong.
Yeah, well, I was too. So it's cool, Rhino.
Yeah. For Saturday night, Rhino, is there some area that Greg can fashion it around to help you out a little bit? Like Mara wanted prequels, and maybe there's something.
Of sexual preferences for characters in Star Wars?
I'll bet, like, once we get through the Star Trek movies, like, I'll do a trivia thing on Raging Rhino's own fucking videos, and he'll still not win it. I'll write a quiz based on his
lore videos.
On his own lore videos.
Disney continuity video.
Disney continuity. Yes.
And we'll see how well he does.
Yes, I want to see it. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Yeah, I want to see that too. That'd be great. Yes, you're right tomorrow, Greg. You're right tomorrow. It is trivia tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. Yes. Only trivia, just trivia. That's it. No watch parties, no nothing. Just straight trivia. So, yeah.
Yep, just straight into the trivia. I have 4 of the 5 categories. I'm still waiting on the horror category, sir.
Shh. Yeah, I'll get it to you. I'll get it there.
How long do you think that's going to last?
What?
I have no idea.
Okay.
What?
The stream.
The stream?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe probably like an hour or so of that. Yeah.
Try and get through
I'll take a nap.
quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a nap. You'll be fine.
After work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the category is tomorrow. Gonna be there's a Val Kilmer category. There's
Wow.
The Office.
Oh, I'll
There's
kill
gonna
you in
be
the office.
The category. What a disaster! So it's gonna be like around disaster movies.
Nice.
And then there's gonna be movie quotes.
Ooh, I like that
So
one.
that's 4 of the 5 categories. And then
If Tom shows up, we're dead.
I'm not playing, so I'm good.
Yeah. We'll invite some people, see who shows up tomorrow night. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens for sure. Yeah. But I'll get the stream. I don't know what we're gonna call it yet.
I'll come up with something. You know, I come up with good names. So
I know I do too. I just
have you debuted
really,
your new one yet?
Land lately. Not yet.
Okay,
So
I won't give it away then.
It's coming. Yep. But yeah, I was thinking about it today, so we'll see. I'm sure we'll come with a good name. I'm sure we'll. But yeah, that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun. Thanks, Craig. Yeah, I'm gonna create the stream for that. Well, as soon as I figure out a name for it, I guess. So I mean, we could come up with a name for it on the fly. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah. But thank you guys for watching tonight. Thank you guys for being here for this Star Trek Watch Party. These 2 great episodes. And thanks for playing trivia with us too. And thank you, Greg, for making the trivia tonight. Thank you.
You are welcome, sir.
And you're welcome for winning. So
yeah. I figured you were going to say something like that, but yeah, we'll see about that next time. Like I said, I won that first one. That was a fluke. So we'll see how it goes on.
Oh, I saw you taking notes tonight. So
I was not. No. No, not at all. Yeah, we'll see.
So does that mean I have to make them extra hard?
No. No,
that's
with an E.
Said.
No with an E. Thank you.
No with an E.
Right there. Just like that one. See? No. Yeah, Shield Wall. Thank you for and everybody else who was here. Baby Megatron was here for a bit. I know he didn't play, but Kasperius was here watching too. Daniel was here too. Thanks for Daniel for being here. I was trying to see who else popped in here. Oh, Subhuman was here as well. Blake St. Clair as well. Mega Jetty. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you guys watching and having a good time with us. So we'll see you in the next Star Trek. The next Star Trek one will be Tuesday night. So don't forget to set your reminders for that one. Just keep an eye on my Twitter. You'll know what time it is. And then tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, the first ever Just Straight trivia stream here on the channel. Just trivia. So we'll look forward to seeing you there. Hopefully we'll see you then. And hopefully you guys can kick somebody's ass in trivia. I'm sure that one of us will win in one category. The next category will be like up in the air. It'll be interesting to see how that works out, especially with the Val Kilmer category and the disaster category as well too. So hope to see you guys there. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Ray, for joining me tonight. And again, thanks for making the trivia tonight. Cool. Yep. Live long and prosper. I can do it. I can do it. There it is. Yeah, there we go. See you guys next time.